Hello and welcome to our unboxing video. Today I'm going to be showing you our new D&D game, Vault of Dragons. I'm going to show you a quick run through from this distance and then we'll move the camera around and do some close-ups on the individual components so you can have a closer look on what's in this box. Standard 10x10 box, familiar if you know our games. This is a shape and size we like using. Oranax, the dragon, sat on the hoard on the front cover. First thing you'll come across is a Welcome to Waterdeep guide. This is part map and background and part location guide for those of you who don't remember exactly every street and alley within Waterdeep. It helps give you some background on the content and also explains where we've chosen the locations we have. Rulebook, 16 page, full colour, instruction diagrams, layout as you would expect. 4 sheets of cardboard, same robust stock as normal. These are clues, money, action and tokens, dungeon contents of the Undermountain as you go down, and dragons, coins rather than the fire-breathing type. Now in the game, it's a 2 to 4 player game. Runs about 90 minutes. You're going to play as one of the 4 factions that are running around trying to find the treasure. In the module, you're actually acting obviously as a party and you're trying to maneuver yourself around these factions who are bigger in size and scope than you, and you're trying to end with a good result for the good guys, hopefully. In the board game, you're actually playing as one of the key factions. So you're playing as one of the 4 main groups running around in the city. The Zentarum, Manshoon's band running around trying to find the treasure. Bragan Diarth, Jarlaxle's group of male drow thieves and warriors. The Castellantas, Asmodee cult worshippers who sold their child's soul to the devil and are trying to buy it back. And the Xanathar, crime syndicate led by our goldfish fancying beholder. As well as the 4 faction cards, you'll also have a Yawning Portal card. The Yawning Portal is how you get into the Undermountain, essential for you in the second phase of the game as you're going down and exploring the depths, trying to find the treasure. Location tiles, the board is made up of a mix of tiles and each time you'll flick over a different set, so you won't be playing on exactly the same locations each time. There is a vault for you to explore and find. There are dungeon tiles, they're all double-sided. This one here, Slither Swamp and the Caverns of Ooze. 10 levels of Undermountain for you to explore your way down, finding clues and equipment to get yourself ready to tackle the vault. At the end, locations throughout the city. You will be using a select number of these. Again, they're double-sided. There's varying degrees of complexity. There's a nice little symbol, dragon symbol on the starting set. So your first time round, we recommend how you lay out the board, but then you'll be able to just draw locations and lay out the board to play. There are 2 decks of equipment that come to play. There are treasure cards. These tend to be items that you will use once. Some might be rumours, a potion of giant strength, a dungeon map, useful things that have a single use. Magic item cards, these are axes, swords, scrolls, the ring of the ram, the headband of intellect that will help boost your faction troops' forces when they come to either fight each other or fight the creatures in the Undermountain. As well as that, you get a pack of dice, and there are 4 factions. Each one is coloured to their theme, so Bragan Diarth, purple, drow always look good in purple. And you also have a series of dice to go with them. Now the type of dice is represented by the character on the board. So I will just pop open one of these, and then when we do a close-up, you'll have a good look. You have 10 faction characters in there. You have a pair of wizards, a male and a female. You have some warriors, which are dwarves, 5 of them, male and female. And you have some rogues, male and female. The different dice correspond to the different type of faction character that you're rolling for. So warriors roll 1 dice, d4 for the wizard, but they get to do some more damage, d10 for the rogue, and a d12 for the warrior. The damage dice, skulls are always good. 1, 2, there is a blank, so when you actually suffer damage, you might lose some of your troops or faction, or you might get away with a beating, but no actual death and bleeding. So as you can see, this is what the game will look like when it's all laid out. We have our 12 locations around the city, the yawning portal, the different faction cards, their faction forces, your wizards, fighters and rogues, dice, the actions that you're allowed to take, and in this case they've already acquired some various magic items and equipment to help them get strong enough to aim down and go into the Undermountain. You're going to tactically move around the board trying to capture or dominate areas. You will be fighting over areas, and then the area will give you the ability to take some rewards, whether it's money or clues, or do some trading, take a casualty for a magic item, better preparing you for when you tackle the level of the dungeon. Dungeon tiles have a reward, a score that you need to roll over, which those of you already paying attention, a d12 is the highest dice you can roll, so obviously a 13 plus requires some form of magic item or equipment to help you get over that line. What you will do is flick over the rest of the dungeon, and depending on your roll, you will get something. Not every encounter ends with a perfect kill and you get all the loot, but normally you're going to get some loot, so depending on how you go, how you fare through the encounter, you will come out with at least something. Items and equipment are consumed or retained, and you will send them out specifically with various bands. The city watch is moving around the city, making sure you're not causing too much trouble. The Lords of Waterdeep obviously not fond of open war between the factions, so they try and keep that down to a minimum. And fundamentally, each one of you is choosing how to use your 5 actions. That could involve collecting gold, recruiting new forces, moving forces from one location to another, attempting to go down into the Yawning Portal and pay the fee, or use your faction special rule, which each one's got one obviously themed to who they are. Bragan Dieth, for example, can obviously recruit rogues. They have plenty of rogues in their stable, so we'll never run out. A full playthrough video will follow in the new year, but here's the first look at Vault of Dragons. So there you have it. That's the Vault of Dragons unboxing. This is available in all good hobby stores and Barnes & Noble. We will be putting a full how to play video together for you for the new year. Thank you for tuning in.